It's a beautiful day for softball in Berkeley, California on the Cal campus. And today the Bears will try to salvage the final game of a 3-game series against rival Stanford.
Hello. Power hitters in the middle of the order.
1-1 pitch. Hit in the air, deep in right field. Way back goes Quiroga. It is gone. Way out of here. 1-0 Stanford.
We talked about how if Taryn Kern could get going at the plate, it would make a huge difference for the Cardinal, and she is setting the tone here in Game 3 right off the bat. What an adjustment.
Second home run of the season. What a bomb, Jenna. I mean, she really unloaded.
She turned on that inside pitch beautifully, got her hands inside, went over the second fence out there in right field. She hit a lot last year as a freshman defense.
Payoff pitch to Gall. Hit in the air, right center field. Here comes Lee. 1 away.
Mika Lee's been holding it down out there in center field.
Payoff pitch on the way. Hit in the air left field. Hit well. Pond back, though. She's there in front of the warning track. And that is out number 2. Maybe got her on the hands a little bit there.
Ever so slightly jammed. That's what you're trying to do as an offense, too. See as many as possible.
In the dirt, ball 4. So Koch draws a walk with 2 down. Coming up.
Taking off.
Testing the jump again. Line drive left field. And it's one hopped into the glove of Pond. That's a base hit. Koch gets the second. 2 on here is Clem.
They don't want to utilize that substitution just yet.
Break even pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Fielded by the second baseman. Butler gets to the bag. And the inning is over. Seemed like a long inning, but only the 1 run. Pond followed by Anzaldo and Bell. Ground ball base hit center field. Pond takes the turn at first and holds with a leadoff single for the Bears. And she's pumped. It's Minnesota, right?
Yes.
Her alma mater. Ball 4. So 2 on.
Yeah, she was there for 7 years now in her 7th year back at her alma mater at Stanford.
Houston deals. Bunted in the air. And it goes off the glove of Gall. Throw to third. They get the force. Throw to second. Not in time. Well, with that one in the air, it was tough for a base runner like Pond. She had to go about halfway. I mentioned hitting .395 with 3 homers. Bluffs a bunt. Runner going. Throw to third. The tag out. Berry with a nice tag on Zaldo to get the out. What a job by Jade Berry coming in. It's Anders at the plate. And that throw was off the mark. It was just a great play by Berry to even get a tag down. The Kaneshiro throw was wide.
So Mailer's coming from shortstop on the run. That is tough. And I actually think the throw, not terrible because she's trying to read. You know, she wasn't all the way at third base yet, so she's trying to kind of lead her over.
Firmed. So safe is the call. Got first base open here. 3-2. Line drive center field base hit. 1 run is in. Bell coming to the third and holds as the throw comes in. And we are tied at 1 on the RBI single by Anders.
Run in the top half, answer right away, and they did just that.
Right back up the box.
Ball is too far over the plate, but we talked about it at the top. If she can get going.
Popped up third base side, and it's Berry for the out, number 2.
And then on that 30 pitch mark.
(3-1) to Quiroga. Inside ball 4, and the bases are loaded. 2 walks in the inning for Houston. All around the bases. 2-1 to Herrera. Hit in the air, center field. Should be an easy play for Jones as she calls off the middle infielders. And the inning is finally over. And just like that top of the first. Ground ball, first base, easy play for Johnson. 1 away. Yeah, it's
Live
not your
for
pitch.
another pitch.
Right.
Yeah.
Ready for the 2-2 to Mailer. Strike 3 called. That was a delayed call.
Had 10 like Elon.
Yeah, there's a little blooper. Reaching out and grabbing it is Butler. Nice play. You mentioned her her power. She said, how about my glove? A team that she was the head coach of, Minnesota, and she won close to 300 games at Minnesota. Pop up by Johnson. Calling for it, second baseman Kern makes the play, one away. A 14-game winning streak back in February. Ground ball, right side, handled by Gall. 2 down. And Gall, who was a catcher, learned that'll give you confidence. 21-6 coming into this game. The Cardinal 21-5. Bouncer first base. Again, this is easy for Gall. And a 1-2-3 inning for Houston. So
Back chalk line, but she's slightly off the chalk line towards the plate. So a little further off the plate now.
high fly ball to left for Pond. 1 away. Five in a row now retired by.
And they're seeing that ball well on that off speed. Utilize it.
Reimers looking for a second K, and it is in there for strike 3 called. Both of the Ks looking for Reimers.
Settled in after that for a while, and she has a good rhythm right now.
Liner up the middle, base hit into center field, past the diving Butler. So Kaneshiro, and she kind of hit that off the end of the bat with 2 down. Reimers deals. Hit in the air, left field, going back is Pond, going way back. Reaching up, it hits the top of the wall, and it's signaled as a home run. A 2-run shot for Koch, and it's 3-1 Stanford.
I think Caitlin Koch must have heard me when I said all of the home runs Stanford has hit have been solo shots. She said, well, she takes this oppo. That is tough to do from that left side. Showcases the power there, and you see how it does hit above the first fence, which is at 190 on the corners. She seemed pretty familiar, at least with the home field in that case.
Liner center field right at Lee, who grabs it for the final out. But a 2-run homer by Kaylin Coker, third of the year, makes it 3-1 Stanford up there. Likes to show bunt quite a bit. Ground ball, second base, handled by Kern. 1 away. A couple errors there at second base yesterday, but solid on that one. 7 homers. Feels like a game where Cal's going to have to dig deep. Bouncer, base hit into left field. So Bell with a 1-out single. 3-1. Outside ball 4. So just like that, the tying runs are on base as Anders draws the 3rd walk of the game by Houston. Today, 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Overall in the series, before that, not so great. Now we've got the bases loaded. Back-to-back walks by Houston, walking Anders and now Butler. Like you said, one of the walks in this game did score in the first inning. Quiroga hits it high in the air, center field straight away. Jones under it, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Bell, headed to the plate and scores. And the other runners tag up and advance. And now it's 3-2 Stanford.
It's a great job by Quiroga. Just a good piece of hit. And, I mean, to get it out of the infield so you know, even though it's an out, it's a productive out. It's an intelligent out because you know that your teammate over at third base is going to score on that one. So they're chipping away, eroding away at that lead.
And good base running by Anders and Butler, tagging up and advancing there.
It's in that play.
Right.
That's why reading helps.
Line to right field, diving and making the catch is Lim to retire the side. What a catch. Who's given up 2 homers. All of the runs for Stanford coming on homers. Bouncing ball hit weakly to shortstop. Anders quickly to first, not in time. Jones beats it out. And that's what happens when you hit it softly and it gets by the third baseman. You have
Got an advantage in the count. She'll wait for what's hers.
hit in the air to right center field. Lee, who was playing kind of deep, comes over to her left, and that's out number 1. So Quiroga leaving the game. That's high. Runner going. Throw down to second. Not in time. Jones with her 10th steal of the year in 10 attempts. 1 run and 2 in the third. Cal a run in the first and a run in the third. Line shot up the middle. Base hit. Jones coming around third. Here comes the throw from Medina. Cutoff. Throw to second. Save. Mailer, the RBI single, gets into second base. And
This ball is laced by River Mailer. Great contact, and you can see, boom, Jones getting out of the way. Make sure it doesn't make contact with her. So quick that she's in there standing up, but heads up to cut it off to try to go to second base. Mailer saw that throw coming in.
Stanford 6 hits against Reimers. She walked 1 and struck out 2. Schrader swings and misses and strikes out for out number 2. Point and didn't. The 3-1. Inside ball 4. And now you've got 2 runners on base for Ava Gall. There's another walk for Kern. She just keeps getting on base.
It's possible because Cal is not done yet.
Ball 4, so a 4-pitch walk to Gall to load him up for Kenishiro. Pitch. Hit in the air right field. Quiroga is there. Had to shade the sun a little bit. Actually, I beg your pardon, Lee, who made that play. And the inning is over.
Starting lineup yesterday for Cal. Getting another opportunity here.
Bouncing ball in the hole at second, and it goes off the glove of Kern. And Todd will be on base, and that'll bring up the potential tying run.
I'd imagine a comfort thing.
Popped up to third. Easy play for Barry. And that is out number 1. So Kraus gets...
Really efficient. It's a good building block for her.
Ground ball, base hit, left field. Found the vacated hole there with a shortstop Mailer playing over towards second. So a base hit for Pond. The pitch. Hit up the middle, base hit center field. Todd coming around third, being waved home. Here comes the throw from Jones, the slide, out! A perfect throw by Emily Jones to nail Todd at the plate. And it remains a 2-run lead for Stanford.
This ball was hit hard, but that throw, a line drive right back to Kaneshiro. She read the hop well. She's behind the baseline, gets the tag laid down on there. So she avoids the obstruction too, which is tough for catchers, especially now. I don't blame Chelsea for sending her on that one though either.
No, I don't either. But that was an amazing play. You're right. 3 singles in the inning, but no runs. 1-2 to Bell. Ground ball up the middle. Base hit center field. Jones comes up throwing again. They hold the runner this time at third. Coach Spencer did not want to have 2 runners thrown out at the plate.
Split grip helping her shorten things up here.
Another payoff pitch. Bounce ball to shortstop. Fielded by Mailer. Throws to second. Gets the force. And the inning is over. In the third and a walk. That home run barely cleared the wall in left. Smacks one to deep center straight away. Medina going back, and it's gone! Koch with back-to-back homers, 1 in the third and now here in the 5th, and it's 5-2 Stanford.
I think she might have heard you, Joe. I think she heard. Again, deepest part of the ballpark, so that is not easy to leave the yard. But utilizes the power, the transfer, that back leg. Great approach by Kaylin Koch.
The center fielder actually was Lee, who's back in center. They're changing things.
Start as DP, sometimes coming in as a pinch hitter. Not an easy role, but Clements has made the most of a lot of her opportunities.
That's ball 4. So for rolling, Jones bunts. That is laid down nicely. Rolling, throws. And it gets by first base. Scooting over to third is Clements. Jones safe at first.
They write the lineup that way so that they know they can pull different options.
Bouncing ball first base. Handled by Johnson. Makes the tag. I mean, that extra.
But then your back's to the sun on the right side, so it's a little different. It does make a difference, but as long as you keep looking at that hip.
That's hit in the air left field. Pond going back, and it's over her head. It goes to the wall, and it bounces around. 1 run is in, 2 runs are in, and stopping at third base is Mailer.
She gets a good barrel on this pitch, going opposite field. Had a lot of height to it, enough distance as well, so you can see right away Pond going back. The runners are tagging because it hung in the program, especially since Jessica Allister stepped back on campus.
That's lined up the middle, caught by the second baseman Butler. Runner Mailer has to hold up at third base, 2 down. They were up 3-2 going to the 4th. They added a run in the 4th, and now 3 in the 5th to break it open a little bit. 3-2, outside corner, strike 3 called, and the inning is over.
It was their first loss to an unranked team on Wednesday. They did come back and win and shut them out right afterwards, but a sweep would be huge from that standpoint.
Strike 3. 4 in a row retired here by Kraus, going back to the last inning. Slapped off the glove of the third baseman, Barry into left field, base hit. We were talking about how fast it could come upon you at third, and that was one of them. Runs. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Kraus able to get 2 strikeouts. High fly ball left field. Back goes Lim at the wall. It's gone. A 2-run homer for Quiroga. Her 7th home run of the season. And Cal is still alive, now down 7-4.
She was ahead in the count. She didn't have to go after anything she didn't want, but she wanted. We've seen this from her all season long. Lim went back, or excuse me, not Lim. That's actually Kira Chan now in left field for Stanford. She went back immediately. She's another one who's been with Chelsea Spencer since the beginning. Anzaldo Archer as well.
Fly ball left field. Chan going back, and this time Chan has it, and that's the ball game. So Stanford able to sweep Cal for the first time in Berkeley in a 3-game series since 2013 as they win it 7-4 this afternoon. Wow, Cal battled and battled but came up short. They dropped to 21-7.
That they are good pitching, good defense, and the offense coming through.